Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Stories of Yonko back with another video. And yep, Team USA, they lost. I was wrong. I thought they would go all the way, but there were certain flaws with the roster, with the rotations, especially with the coaching and with the players in general. But, people want to make this about Noah Lyles and how he's right and this and that, even though Team USA has no correlation with NBA champions because they're not an NBA team competing in the playoffs for an NBA championship. But hey, man, they hate America, so let them have their little imaginary win in their head. You feel me? At the end of the day, we about to send the big dogs in the Olympics because they definitely finna get it back in blood. It's like we already know how this go, right? But yeah, with this team, I got a lot of shit to talk about. Like when I say I'm just so frustrated about everything that happened with this team. First thing I'm going to get out the way, Cam Johnson and Walker Kessler. I'm not finna give them too much flack because Cam Johnson, he couldn't even find his shot or anything like that because he wasn't getting much playing time. So I'm not going to give him too much flack. Walker Kessler as well. I'm not going to give him too much flack at all. Like, because these guys, they didn't really get playing time like that. Josh Hart, he fulfilled his role on the team to come there to be a solid defender, great rebounder because he was snagging. Josh Hart fulfilled his role. Bobby Portis fulfilled his role. Those guys don't get any type of blame for me. And it's oh my God, bro. I'm so frustrated and I lost a little bit of my voice because I was yelling, watching the game, and it's like, I'm just so frustrated right now, but I want to go ahead and talk about some things that happened with this team and what went wrong from my perspective. Okay, number one, when you establish a team, right, full of people who are the men on their team, the first thing you don't do is say, oh yeah, this guy is the guy. Steve Kerr, Even though the last two games we played better and we moved the ball a lot more, we would have had a lot better chemistry and continuity if we didn't start off playing Anthony Edwards ball. You feel me? If we didn't start off that way, Anthony Edwards still got his. But other players were able to get theirs as well. When Anthony Edwards wasn't just taking 26 shots. But that's how we started off. So we've only had 2 games of playing the right way. So Steve Kerr, you're an idiot. And I'm not saying that to try to be disrespectful, but we could have had Eric Spoelstra be the head coach of the team, because I think he's a better coach. He's done more with less. And dude, Steve Kerr, he's overrated. I don't care what nobody says. He's overrated. Let's go ahead and talk about Austin Reeves. Now, Austin Reeves, yes, I talk trash about him. Austin Reeves is good for offense. He's going to get to the line. He's going to be a spark plug off the bench. And, he's good for that. But when I say the last couple games, they have been hunting this man. Austin Reeves has been a fucking cone on defense, bruh. Who gives a fuck what he's putting up if he's giving that shit right back? Like, literally, I'm talking about Dennis Schroeder hunting him. They have been hunting Austin Reeves for the past 2 games. I don't even think Austin Reeves is a terrible defender, but they made him look like one. He had 21 points, but it really didn't even feel like it because I was so locked in on just seeing him getting cooked and singled out. Like, what? Like, dude, he's a solid player. He's a good player. Like, but to see him get embarrassed on the defensive end, it completely negated what he did on the offensive end. Laker fans are not going to like that. Reeves fans are not going to like that. But you got to play both ends of the ball. And it's not like he wasn't trying. He was just getting fucking cooked. Like, you feel me? He was just getting cooked. So, Austin Reeves, he did what Austin Reeves could do. But his defense definitely hurt us this game and hurt us. Like, is the dude was a fucking cone. He was a turnstile. You know, like, I'm not sure who's the better defender, him or Carmelo Anthony. I'm not sure, but or James Harden. But okay, on to Jalen Brunson. Oh my goodness, Jalen Brunson, overrated. I said it, overrated, because every single time this man got the ball, he would just overcomplicate the offense so much, bro. You already knew what he was going to do. If it wasn't a wide open three, he wasn't going to take it. All he was going to do was just work his way into the post, and it would be so crowded. Dude, everybody on Germany is like 6'7" up outside of Dennis Schroeder. You can't just go into the post. Dude, you're like 6'1", 6 foot. And it's like he just makes everything so much harder. He will shrink the damn court. Like, dude, I don't even know what the hell Steve Kerr was thinking. I thought Tyrese Halliburton should have been the starting point guard, and everybody was saying it. And he was Tyrese did the same thing. He fouled a 3-point shooter, but Jalen Brunson did too. But Jalen Brunson was not giving you enough to justify him being in the game for that long. Tyrese Halliburton, sure, he can make mistakes and stuff like that, right? Right? But Jalen Brunson, you supposed to be a real vet. You supposed to be a real vet. You supposed to, like, dude, you got playoff experience, man, with the Dallas Mavericks and with the New York Knicks. You're supposed to know better than you're supposed to know how to really slow down the game. But all you did was just go to the post every single time, and you made it harder for the offense to run because you have 6'7" guys crowding your passing lanes. Like, dude, you just made everything so difficult for everybody on offense, bruh. You shouldn't have even been in the game. Whatever. Let's talk about Jaren Jackson Jr. I am about to cook this nigga because this nigga is the most fraudulent outside of Marcus Smart DPOY I've seen ever. The last 2 DPOYs have been fraudulent as fuck. This nigga ain't stopped nobody, bro. No, bro. Dude, in the goddamn scrimmages, he was amazing. But when it came time to actually play, bro, this man was getting cooked. The only thing this nigga was good for was goaltends. That's it. And bro, every single time somebody was running a pick and roll, this man would just overcommit. Overcommit. No type of drop coverage at all. This man refused to drop on pick and rolls. He would be so concerned about the guard. He would never even pay attention to the screener. He would never pay attention. That, you know how many points we gave up because Jaren Jackson Jr. does not know how to play drop coverage at all. Like, he has no concept of that. I don't understand. And y'all gave this nigga DPOY over Nick Claxton? Bro. Man, oh my God. And this nigga ain't gave you shit on offense, bro. He had, like, what, a dunk or something? Like, bro. Man, bro, this nigga here, bro. Oh my God. Man. I don't want to hear no more about no Jaren Jackson Jr. No, none of that. I don't want to hear about this nigga name no more, bro. And I fucked with him, but I don't fuck with him no more. I don't fuck with him no more, nigga. Once you show me that you not that guy, you not that guy. So, let's talk about Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, he had a pretty good game, but my issue with Mikal Bridges is that, dude, you have to be more aggressive. I get it. You know how to play in a role player role and be utilized that way. But when you see your team does not have shit going on offense, my guy, and Mikal Bridges is my guy. Y'all know this. When you see the team does not have something going, when you see that, you cannot go an entire second half of the goddamn game without a shot. The only time you got a shot is late in the fourth quarter. When you went 100% in the first half and you're not demanding the ball, you're not being aggressive, you're not saying, let me do this, I got this. We would have been back in the game. But you chose to be passive. You chose to not be aggressive. You show no leadership qualities, brother. What the fuck? You are the man now on your team. You can understand, you can play that role. But when you see that you are the best, the second best player on the team, you have to be assertive. You cannot allow these guys that are worse than you to dictate the flow of the offense. Because every single time the ball touches your hands, good things happen. But you're out here trying to play like a role player still. You're no longer a role player, Mikel. You're no longer a role player. You are a number one option for a franchise. Act like it, nigga. Man. Anthony Edwards. Now, Anthony Edwards, I have no like qualms with him for this game. Like, you feel me? I feel like Ant did everything that he could. But, you know, in the previous games, just fucking up the chemistry just by taking too many shots, not being willing to pass. Now everybody's trying to adjust to, I guess, being given the ball when we couldn't do that shit in the scrimmages. And it was a clusterfuck, man. Like, Ant, he's young, so I can't blame him too much. He's, only 21, 22 years old? So it's like he has no real concept or IQ for the game yet. You know, he's still growing. But Ant did what he could. And y'all know me, I'm not for the scoring bias or no shit like that. Because I felt like last game, when he didn't score as much, like, we did good. In this game, he still got his points. And, you know, he tried to bring us back. He tried to take over. But it just wasn't enough. We wasn't getting no stops on defense, man. And it was terrible. It was horrible. I fucking hated watching it, man. We deserved better than this. But it's like, dude, it goes back to the rotation. It's like, bro, like I said, I really don't want to get on Anthony Edwards. I really don't. Like, okay, let's talk about Paolo Banchero, right? Paolo, I'm not going to lie, bro. I fuck with Paolo. But it's like, say, with him, if he's not being super aggressive, he's not going to give you anything else. If he is not being super aggressive, Paolo is not going to give you anything else. He might get you some boards, which we needed. Like, but on offense, bro, he's like a deer in headlights, and I fuck with Paolo. But when he's not on one, he's off. Like, he's just out there. Like, he really has no impact on the game when he's not cooking. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I mess with Paolo, but it's like, he's still young. Like I said, I can't criticize these dudes that were just rookies. I can't criticize these dudes that only been in the league for 3 years. You feel me? I can't criticize these guys like that because they're still young and inexperienced. It's the first time that they've had international play. So it's hard to criticize them, but Steve Kerr should know better, man. These niggas should know better. Now this nigga trying to make it seem like, oh, the world done caught up with it. Nigga, you ain't know what the fuck you was doing, bruh. The fuck? You could have played Walker Kessler or something. Just throw some. You could have put Jaren Jackson Jr. out there with Walker Kessler. You could have put it just so we could be able to get some boards. But nah, your small ball philosophy, this Steve Nash ass offense, nigga. It was the Steve Nash offense from the jump. Oh, nigga, cook that nigga. You feel me? Cook that nigga. Small ball. That's some Steve Nash shit. So, listen, I'm upset about it, as you guys can see. Noah Lyles is still an idiot. And we just gonna see what happens during the Olympics. I know that Team USA, they're gonna have to eat shit. They're gonna have to take this L. They're going to have to deal with the media coverage, even though there's no correlation between what Noah Lyles said and this. But, you know, it's Team USA. We got to hold ourselves to a higher standard, and we just did not get the job done. And it is what it is. Congratulations to Germany and Serbia. You know, may the best team win. And, yeah, it is what it is. Peace.